Hey folks, so a little intro here. We're gonna keep it real short and simple. You can support the channel and our shop so we can keep putting out videos and reports. It does take a lot of time to do that. You can get our swim baits, jerk baits, and our hand poured plastics, all handmade by us. You can order them here at riverkingbaitco.com. We have same day shipping on most of the products except swim baits. Swim baits they're very, very popular. Sometimes we're out of stock, but we can usually get them out within a few days. But go ahead and place those orders, support the shop. We also have t-shirts and hats available. Stay tuned for the report. Have a good one. Mike with your Friday fishing report. So we're gonna start off. I will tell you the fishing has been improving. We had a major trout stocking over 2,700 pounds put in at Willow Beach last week. Expecting another one this week. So the trout fishing at Willow Beach is good. Also, what that does is bring in the stripers. So there's some big fish being caught at Willow. It's getting very consistent up there. Biggest thing with the trout has been power bait, night crawlers, and of course rooster tails. We repeat that every week because, hey, it works. As far as the stripers go, soft swim baits, hard swim baits, and of course the stock jerk bait. And another surprise, they are starting to hit surface baits. So if you've got giant poppers or giant plugs, now is the time to throw them at Willow Beach. Moving further down onto the lake, out of Princess Cove and the Catherine's Landing area, that striper bite is in full gear. The bite is on. There's lots of fish being caught both during the day and night. Trolling seems to be the best way to locate them, and then throwing swim baits and jerk baits or soaking anchovies once you find the fish. Finding the fish is the key to catching these striped bass. Again, you gotta find them, and it takes a little bit of work to look for them. Now, out of that same area, the Princess Cove and Catherine's Landing, the bass bite, smallmouth and largemouth, has just been incredible. Especially if you can get out there in between these low pressure systems that are moving through. When we get the monsoon coming through, if you can be out there right before those things hit, before it gets dangerous, that bite seems to just appear and go away as soon as but still very consistent on catching some of them fish. Now, they have been biting on a couple of different things. Moving baits, crankbaits, and light colors. We're talking colors like lime green, hot pink, purple. Some of the lighter colors on the crankbaits are working well in those deeper spots later in the morning when they move out. Early in the morning, if you can get there, those first 2 hours of daylight, pencil poppers, frogs. We've been catching quite a few on frogs this past week over the grass beds that are in the center of those coves. Working very, very well. Dark colored on the frogs though. The retrieve on those needs to be fast with pauses. That way those fish can track those lures. Now out onto the rockier areas where there's shelves, points, rises, hot colors on the plastics in a drop shot or Ned rig have been a clear pink, bubblegum pink, purple, if you can find lavender. The one big key for Mohave that we've found over the past couple of weeks with these fish, where we're really catching a lot of them on, you can find plastics that have clear in them. Very, very, very good. Even down to the 2.5, 3 inch, those are working well. Now, hopefully that helps you out for Mohave. We'll get into the weather as soon as we finish the lower part of the river. So below Davis Dam in the Laughlin and Bullhead area, that striped bass has finally kicked into gear. Except on the weekends. The weekends seem to be a little bit tougher because there's a lot of jet ski traffic out there. But if you're getting out there in the early mornings, that shouldn't be an issue. And also throughout the night, these fish are biting during the day and night with salted anchovies. Salted anchovies seems to be that key to getting some of them fish. If you're shore fishing and want to soak baits, if you're drifting or casting from the shore, jerk baits in the light colors, yellow, pink, light green, white, those are your #1 jerk baits. Swim baits and glide baits are working as well. We've got a few on the glide baits in the sexy shad colors and trout colors. Those seem to be getting the job done, and that's all the way from Davis Dam down towards the Avi. That whole area is starting to light up, so now it's time to fish. You guys have heard us with these reports about this lower end of the river just lagging on getting going all season. Well, it's here. It's time to get excited. It's time to get out there and fish. This monsoon weather, fishing from the bank on the river, has been excellent. Again, if you can get out there during these storms, and remember, be safe, because these storms can get pretty nasty. A lot of high winds, a lot of debris blowing around, and hail. But if you can get in between them or right on them, it's gonna trigger a bite there, and you want to get out there. So on to the weather for next week. Looks like we have monsoon is going to continue throughout the week. There are lower temperatures. We're seeing in the morning 75, 79 degrees, and in the afternoons only getting up to around 100 degrees. It is humid and sticky, but it's manageable. It's not death-defying heat out there. It's comfortable enough to get out there and fish all day. So it's time to get excited, folks, because anywhere that you're gonna go on this river chain, from the Hoover Dam down below Davis Dam in the Laughlin area, everything is on point. It has been a long, long time through the spring and this early summer, and you know, I have been giving the reports on this river, and it's sad for me to tell you every single week how crappy it's been, but it's here now, so let's get excited. Let's get out there and fish, and we'll see you guys next week.